Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome back to another video. So today's video is based on a poll that I put on Instagram, my next spring set, whether to use nail foils or water decals. So I did two. I did one on Instagram and then I did a poll on my YouTube channel on the community tab. On Instagram, majority votes were nail foils, and then on YouTube, majority of votes were water decals. So next week I'm gonna have a spring set using water decals, but this video is a spring set using nail foils based on the Instagram poll. So I decided to go in with the Model Solid Color Cream Cube. This is the perfect macaron color cube, and I thought it would be perfect for a spring nail set. And also, I don't know if you guys know about Modelones has a Facebook group where they do nail contests. I believe somebody won, not won, but was gifted like some nail products because they were very active in the group. So I feel like that Facebook group is a little bit more intimate than following them on TikTok or Instagram because they do kind of interact in the comments. I know I comment a lot in the group and they seem to, respond a little bit more. I'm not really sure about Instagram. I haven't really seen it, but I feel like it's a little bit more intimate. You can ask for advice from other like minded nail techs, nail artists, nail enthusiasts, whatever you would like to call yourself. So, they're having an April nail contest, and I submitted these nails that I did for the April nail contest. I know they had one for Christmas, which I submitted. I think they have like little contests here and there. And then they, promote the new products that they have. They had also mentioned that Tom, I want to say his name is, I'm not even going to butcher his last name. I know it starts with a B. He's like a celebrity nail tech. I think I saw them posted today again that he does nails for J Lo and Selena Gomez. So he is now like the ambassador or the face of Modelones. I would say probably like in the last 6 to 8 months, Modelones has been rebranding a lot. Like last summer, there was like this big thing to be an ambassador for them, and this is how I got this cube here, and I got another cube when I applied to be an ambassador, and they selected like a bunch of people. But anyway, I wanted to go in with ombre. I wanted to use as much colors of the palette as I could. I think I didn't use maybe two colors, but I used the majority of the colors. I went in with the ombre. I used the sponge method. I'm not sure at the end, does it really give that ombre look? But for the most part, it came out beautifully. I think this was like perfect for spring, especially with the 3D nail flowers that I got from Temu. And then I went ahead with some nail foils. I didn't do all the nail foils. I wanted to just have a little bit of nail foils. I think nail foils is like a love hate thing because when it comes out right and you do it right, it looks so beautiful, but if you don't do it right, it just looks crazy. I did have some trouble with the nail foils. I did have a little trouble with it's like, I don't know, it's like a banana color, it's like that yellowish color. I put it in the lamp and then it wrinkled, so I had to buff that off and start all over on one of the nails. I also wanted to do stiletto nails because I don't think I have like long stiletto nails like this on my channel. I know I did a press on nail set with stiletto nails for Fashion Week last year, but I didn't record that because it was silver nails and I had already put silver nails on my channel. But this is not the first time I've done long nails like this, but this is the first time I've done stiletto nails, and I think they came out really pretty. So yeah, so that's about it for the nail set. So I wanted to get into this whole service thing when it comes between like nail techs, lash technicians, hairstylists, whether you're creating like custom clothing for like when you're the creator and then when you have a client and then the client versus the creator. So a lot of times on TikTok, Instagram, Yelp, whatever, we see that people are always complaining about services, how the hairstylist was late, and how they, or if they weren't late, the client gets there and there's somebody else in the chair and they don't even look like they're halfway done. Or, just like proper etiquette, basic etiquette between the person that's providing the service to the client. But I don't see too many people talking about the other way around, where the client is not professional or not being courteous to the person providing the service. Now, I just was on TikTok a couple of days ago. A nail tech said that this is her loyal client. And she says she's been with this client from the beginning of her, like, I guess, nail career. So she said that the client, let's say, I think she's like, let's just say the client's appointment was at 2. The client didn't get there till like almost 5, 6 o'clock or whatever. So she said that the client eventually texted her and was like, I'm running late. I'm sorry. So she was like, because this is my loyal client, I let it slide. I was like, okay, whatever. But then the client brings her kids, and the nail tech has a no kid policy. So she was like, I still, ate it. This was, she had like 3 kids with her. And she was like, Coco Melon was not, having them stay to themselves. Like, they were getting in her stuff. I think she said one of the kids knocked over her monomer, and she eventually did speak up and was like, I guess, sit down to the kid. And the mother did not like that. And so she was like, as after I said something to her child, the client, which is the child's mother, was basically nitpicking over things that the nail tech was doing. And the nail tech said, I have no problem with you saying what you don't like or what I did wrong, because you have to wear these nails. I have no problem fixing that. But she was just like, I noticed that she was like nitpicking, because she's never nitpicked when it comes to me doing her nails. So at the end of the service, the client wanted to fight the nail tech. There was a part 3, but I guess because she's busy, obviously she didn't have time to post the part 3. So hopefully the For You page brings me back and I can find the aftermath. But I think that's so ridiculous. You have a set time for the appointment. You know you're going to be late. Then, reach out to the nail tech or whoever. Because if you're going to be late or you can't show up, this person can go do something else. They can take another client. They can go shopping. Outside of these careers and these paths that they take, they have lives. And that's the same for like when you want to, inquire about a service. Sometimes these clients don't even say hello. And then it's like, I base my life off of like 9 to 5, right? So if I have a question or I want to find out information, I usually stick to 9 to 5 hours. I know not everybody works during 9 to 5. That's fine. But courtesy, 9 to 5 is like, everybody pretty much goes on that. Like the bank is like open from like 9 to 5, like the post office, 9 to 5, so I base that off of that. Don't be hitting people up like at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning talking about you need your nails done or a nail broke. Wait till the next day. These people are not your man. They're not your sibling. They're not your parents. They not your best friend. Like, and I feel that sometimes when you do get comfortable with clients because the vibes are good and they're loyal, you start letting things slide and then they start showing their ass. And that's not cool. I wish there was like a big ass town hall meeting between people that provide like professional service as far as nails, hair, lashes, custom clothing, custom shoes, whatever, and then clients, so that everybody can lay out what they expect and then come to some type of compromise. Because just as much as there's not professional hairstylists and nail techs or whatever, these people that want these service is not professional either. And it's not like, oh, professional like you're working for them or something. It's just the fact that this is a business. Like, this is somebody's business. This is somebody's work. They're not a lawyer, they're not a doctor, they're not a receptionist, but this is still their work and you still have to abide by the rules and act accordingly. Like, I feel like it's so crazy that these conversations need to be had. Like, who raised y'all that y'all don't have proper etiquette? Like, not even proper, basic etiquette, that y'all can't say hello, good morning, how do you do? How do you do is probably taking it too far, because some people probably like get to the point. But the fact that you acknowledge the person, the fact that you greet them, it goes a long way. And if you know you're going to be late, text, send a voice note, call, do something. Especially, okay, so I used to work security, right? And basically at my job, I couldn't leave until the next person came to work. So I had to stay. There were times that I had to stay pretty much the person's next shift because they did not show up and there was no relief to come relieve me from my post, which sucks. So when I was like going to get my hair done or going to get my nails done, I tried to book my appointment on days that I didn't have to work because I did not want to slow up the person's, business or just have that chance of being late because then I have to travel to get to this person because I worked in the city and 9 times out of 10, my services were in Brooklyn. So, and then on the weekend, the trains, you have to consider the trains. Living in New York, you really don't need a car because you can get places faster on public transportation. But I just didn't really book myself on those days because there's a possibility that there's no relief and there's nobody to come, relieve me from my post so that I can leave and go do whatever I want. So if you have a job like that, be conscious of that, hey, should I even book myself for this appointment or should I wait till I have a day off? I know sometimes on your days off, you don't want to be sitting in the hair salon, you don't want to be sitting in the nail salon. I get it. But just the same as you don't want to be sitting there all day, the person that's providing the service don't want to sit there all day and wait for you when they could be doing other stuff. So I just think that it goes both ways. And I know I see a lot of people, talking about the unprofessionalism of these people providing services, but we don't talk about how these clients are ruthless. My neighbor who I did her nails for New Year's, she hit me up. She said hello. She like asked how was I doing and stuff like that. And she wanted to set up a play date between her kids and my kids. And I'm just like, yeah, no, my kids, they act funny and I don't even want to set myself up for that because my kids, when they're uncomfortable, they let it be known and everybody feels it. So I'm not even trying to put myself in that predicament. And then she's like, oh, by the way, I need another set by Mother's Day. And it was just like, I know some people were like, oh, that's not that bad. But I just feel like I haven't done nails for you in like, what are we in April? In 4 months. And I just feel like, I don't know. That's just me. I feel like she could have went about that another way. And mind you, I had told her like I really don't do nails for like, people that's not inside the fashion world or like the influencer world. Like I want my personal nails to be like exclusive. That's just me. That's what I want. You can't force me or guilt trip me into doing something that I don't want. When I did the nails for you, it was like, okay, let me start practicing because I see 2023 being a different year for me. And then it was a headache to deal with her. So I was like, you know what? I don't do press on nails outside of models and this and that anymore. But here are two people that I see that I feel like they have good quality. One is she's located in Brooklyn and she was actually featured on Christina Couture's YouTube. And Christina Couture like really loved her press on nails. And then there's another one I pretty much like look at her nails for like inspiration. I think her name is Q, the nail engineer, and then the other one is Hood Polish. So I was like, I never ordered from these people, but they look like they have really good quality and their websites, it's very self-explanatory and they look like they have good customer service. So she asked me for her nail sizes or whatever. And I gave them to her. And I was just like, keep in mind that this isn't a one size fits all. She may not use the same sizes that nail tips that I used on you. So she was like, oh, would I be like a small, medium, or large? I'm like, I don't know. Here's the nail sizes. Like, you figure it out. It's like she wanted me to do all the work for her. No, I'm not doing all the work for you. You want it, you got to do it for yourself. Just the same way as anybody. It's the same way I would tell my kids, like, you want something, look at it, figure it out, and if you still need help, I'm more than welcome to help you. So she was like, well, I don't see no sizing thing on her page. So I sent it to her. I'm like, it's on there. You just have to look. So she was like, well, this is too much work. I wish you would just do it for me. I was like, if you order a sizing kit from her now, and you send it to her, you can very well have your set probably by Mother's Day. I'm like, that's what makes sense to me. But once again, I don't know how she operates. So I feel like she kept trying to push me. to like eventually like give in. Some odd years ago, I probably would have gave in. Now I stand on my word, and that's for anybody who offers services, custom especially. Stand on your word. Don't start making people comfortable, because you start making people comfortable. Number one, they feel entitled. Number two, they try to back you in a corner to make it seem like you need them. I don't work. I haven't worked since 2019. So I guess maybe in her mind, because she paid me for something in December, she may feel like, oh yeah, she's gonna want my money. I'm not that desperate. And if I do need money, I would go get a job, because that's just who I am. At one point in life, I had like 2 to 3 jobs because I like money and I know how to go get it out the mud. So I just feel like, when people book you for a service, it's like, oh, well, they need me, so they're gonna take my money and then put up with whatever I put them through. No, like, that's just not how it works. So y'all can chime in down below if y'all ever had any experiences with rude clients, or just people trying to inquire your services and they were rude, or they felt like you just needed them for something, which is crazy, because yes, we all need something for somebody, but there's a way about going with it, like basic etiquette. When you're looking to inquire about services, hello, hey, is good morning, good afternoon, and make sure that you're reaching out to people decent hours. Now, if they have on their website, you can contact us for any questions and concerns between the hours of 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. That's their business. But be for real. Let's just have common courtesy that people have lives, that people are just not always on their phones waiting for you to reach out to them for a service. They have lives, they have children, they have husbands, they have wives, they have other things going on, or they could be on vacation. Who knows? But also, when you're reaching out for services, give people a chance, because it's 12:54. Let's say somebody reaches out about some service that you provide. They want to answer like 12:54 in 30 seconds. They don't even give you like a half a day to even get back. And then when you give them your answer, especially if it's like, well, it depends, because a lot of times services, it depends. It depends on what you want, how long, how small, sizes. Like, it's like people don't understand that. It's just like, I want a quote, I need it now, and that's that. And then they're quick to say, well, I'll take my business elsewhere. But anyway, I just wanted to chime in on that, because I saw that a couple of days ago, and I was just like, this is crazy. And this is not the first time I saw somebody, as far as a nail tech, complain about people wasting their time and just being so rude. But wanting to fight a client because she told your child to stop doing something is just beyond outrageous. But so right here I'm doing the 3D nail flowers. My rhinestone glue was acting up, so I went in with regular glue, but the regular glue dries fast and wouldn't give me enough time to get those little pearls to put in the small section of the flower, so I went in with base coat. If this was a nail set that I would wear for a couple of days, or if I was sending it to somebody, I would have to figure out the whole rhinestone glue. But I didn't show the other 2 nails that I did because it was getting very repetitive, and this set already took me 1 hour and 10 minutes. This was just 5 nails that took 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but here's the finished product. You guys can feel free to comment below about what I said. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be good to you, be good to others. See you on the next one. Bye.